Oh, that's right. We don't have to wait for the Godzilla effect. Not on this phone. This is the iPhone that Leslie had. Hey, how's everyone doing? This is New York Dan here. Hope everyone's having a good one on a Saturday. Yeah, Saturday night, baby. Yeah, you know what? I've been under the gun doing work around here. Yeah, Leslie's been busy. She had a lot of stuff going on. Tomorrow I'm probably going to get to see her. And I might be picking up some birds. Yup. Just having a little lime water. Best damn thing. Just get fresh limes, cut them all up, and squeeze them with ice. Cheers. You know what I ate tonight? The leftover Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right. Yeah, I finished my steak and broccoli. I got out a little Worcestershire. Put that with the steak. It was really good. Yeah. So today, just a couple of things we're going to talk about. One of them, I'm going to get to my notes that I made up before about a new character on my channel, Tater, they call him. He's Nomadic Fanatic. His real name's Eric. We're going to talk about him tonight. I had the notes. I did this the other day. I was telling you in the last video. I watched his channel. Got my notes right here, mates. Yeah, we're going to talk about that today. I looked at Tim's stuff today. Man, those vids, they're only getting... His channel's going down the drain, man. His vids are only getting like 1,000 views. Maybe a little more than that if he leaves them up. But, yeah, no wonder why the commentary channels doing Sarasota, they're not doing them anymore because the views aren't there. The vids are going down the drain. It's boring stuff. It's just repeats. He did the morning chat with the fire pit. And he's like, this is a first. Wow. So before he was filming it at night with the fire pit, now he filmed it in the morning. It was probably filmed at night. It was probably filmed in the morning before with the fire pit too, knowing Tim. Yeah, who knows if he was even staying at the trailer. Maybe he's actually staying there now. That's why he filmed the fire pit in the morning. Who knows? Yeah, if Granny Warbucks is around. I don't know. I really don't think I don't know what happened. I think something did happen because Tim seemed bummed out, and then I think he bought the bike. He impulse bought that bike because Granny Warbucks wasn't around. Yeah. Otherwise, he wouldn't be allowed to. Just be like, Timmy, you're not allowed to buy a motorcycle. I told you. So, yeah. By the way, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check this iPhone Pro 17 Max myself. Yeah, they have an Apple store literally like 3 miles away from me at the mall. I'm going to go check it out. I'll show you guys. We'll take a good look at it. I want to see how big this phone is. Yeah. Keeping things in mind in case my phones have a problem. I told you mine locked up the other day. And it's a dice roll how long. Hopefully this thing keeps going on me. I also want to wait. I want to feel what's the weight difference between this Sony phone and the iPhone. This thing has a pretty good battery. It lasts pretty long. Like I'm at 88% right now and I've been like using it to film. Yeah. Now I'm doing the stationary stuff or the selfie cam. That iPhone Leslie had works really well. The camera and that's pretty good. But each one of these phones, it's like none of them do everything. This iPhone from Leslie, I tried filming outside with it, And I noticed it was, I think the image stabilization is better in the Sony. It comes out much better using these super rear cameras. Yeah, this one just has one camera, and it's not perfect. It does move around a bit, and I noticed the sound was off in it too. That's what was going on. Now I remember this. When originally I had the Motorola Android phone, but it was too shaky. The camera wasn't good enough for doing real filming. So Leslie gave me the iPhone. Then I found out, I thought there was something up with the microphone in her iPhone. It didn't work that well, and I saw an old test video I did outdoors, and the sound was off. Now you see I have a mic plugged into it, so now you're getting sound from this mic, which works good, but I don't want to carry the mic around with me all the time. That's what was going on. That was it. I remember this now. Then I was like, this phone doesn't do everything I need either. So then I'm like, let me see about buying a better phone, and I found the Sony. That's what it is. 3 phones, and none of them do everything perfectly. Yeah. That's it. Well, we'll check that iPhone 17 Pro. But I also know the Samsungs are very good too. Keep those in mind. Just window shopping, man. Just window shopping. I'm not going to impulse buy like Tim. I have a great plan with Boost Mobile, and I only pay like $26 a month. And it works fine. It runs on AT&T's network too. People are telling me, they're like, oh, you're not going to like that plan doesn't have coverage. No, BS. It runs on AT&T. It has great coverage. And it's not costing me much. The one thing I don't want is to have a payment on a damn cell phone that's like a car payment. I don't want that crap. And I have old cars, so I don't have to worry about payments. I don't want any of these damn payments. It's messed up. Oh, by the way, I was going to say, for the people doing carnivore, this was on the world news last night or the night before. I forgot to mention it. This is very scary. There's some kind of a damn tick. It's called the Lone Star tick. And if you get bitten by it, you get this alpha-gal syndrome. You can get hives, nausea from it. And what it does, this is insane. It sounds like science fiction. It makes you allergic to meat. Yeah. You get a bite from this tick, you won't be doing carnivore. Apparently someone died. There's been a death from it. When the person ate meat, they died. Believe that? And they interviewed a lady who had to modify her whole diet, and she has to avoid meat, just like somebody avoiding like peanut butter or something they're allergic to, highly allergic to. Yeah, very scary. Lone Star tick, and they said it's made its way up north as well. So, okay, let's get to Nomadic Fanatic. I'm going to talk on this Saturday night. And this is a bad night to do a test video on this, because usually the videos on Saturday don't get that many views. Yeah, so I'm not 100% if this is going to be a good one. We'll see. It will be interesting. See how it compares with Tim, with old Sarasota. To be fair, we're going to have to give Tater another chance during the week as well. Yup. Oh, by the way, yeah, if I have any weird marks on my face, I was just wearing that damn respirator mask. Yeah, I cleaned out my boiler. I put it up as a short video in the short section of my channel. I put 2 shorts up, and I actually fired the boiler up. I took the cover off. That was pretty cool. I've never even done that before. I was able to see the gun shooting in there, the flame gun burner. pretty damn cool. It's an inferno in there. And I thought it was going to be like this flames coming at me to burn me or something. I was a little scared. But it actually doesn't. I think the exhaust coming up gets sucked out the chimney because I had let it run for a while. So chimney's sucking on it. So when I took the clean out cover off, I saw the flames here, but I don't think that much was coming out. Well, I couldn't smell it because I had the mask on. Yeah. So I'm ready now. I'm ready for the winter. Unfortunately, man, it's getting cold in New York. I had to get that thing ready. Get the, now I got plenty of heat capacity. And usually I run one of those space heaters, keep like the birds warm. Yeah, those things are great. The electrics as well. But very expensive heat. If you do your whole house with electric, forget it. The whole idea is you can just heat the room that you're in with the electric. Or step it up. So, yeah, I wonder how Tater's doing, keeping his bus warm. Well, he's sleeping on that because even in the south, it's been cold out. There's been like a cold snap going through. So this is the deal. I checked into his channel, and it looks like he's going to be putting out another video real soon from Texas. Right now, he's in Mississippi. He's going to be going to visit his ma in Texas. This is Nomadic Fanatic. His name's Eric, but they call him Tater. Yeah. He's a character. And what he did is he got an old school bus. And this is a big thing with nomads. They call it a schoolie. They live on the bus and they custom build it out to make it into an RV. Yeah. I don't know why they think it's such a great idea, though. Maybe, could it be that it's stronger than a conventional RV? Because the whole thing is you can get a used RV dirt cheap. Like a bus-style RV. Fiberglass, maybe. Not necessarily one of those Prevo, one of those tour buses that's converted into an RV. Those can be more expensive. But a school bus is not going to be as big as a Prevo. No. And I really question why people would do this. Why you would take a school bus and do all that work. Yeah, it's not as big. And a lot of people may not know this. I used to work at a place where they had like the buses and stuff. And I knew a guy that he was a bus mechanic. And he told me they sold the buses, some of the surplus buses, they sold one off. And a guy bought it, kind of like what Tater's doing, the same thing. And he wanted to travel with it. And he took off with the bus and he made it down to like North Carolina. And the bus blew up. So and he called them up. This was a school district. He called them up and he asked for his money back. Yeah. And they actually gave him the money back because they felt bad about it. But my friend who's a mechanic there, he said, he's like, those buses were never made to do highway traveling like that. He said, these buses were designed just going around town, dropping students off. And he said, limited use on the highway because he said the engines and the gearing are not really designed for highway travel. So I think Tater, I don't know if he's bit off more than he can chew with this bus. We're going to see how it does when he actually tries traveling with it. I believe he said he's driving it to Texas from Mississippi. It might not be, we'll see how fast you go, how it holds up. He was wondering about the glow plugs and the block heater. I got the same things in my Mercedes diesel, my car. Yeah. Actually, my van, too. That has a block heater. Yeah. Actually, the engine in my van, it's a 7.3 International diesel. That thing, they actually have put in some motorhomes and school buses, full-size school buses. See, it's in my van. It works great, but they actually have that pulling a full-size bus. So you got to be careful with this stuff. The big buses, like the coach buses and the motorhomes, they're designed for highway travel. That's what they're all about. Yeah, not so much the school buses. I'm not sure why they think it's such a good idea. I guess you get the bus dirt cheap, and maybe it's newer than an RV would be if you're buying one used. So let me fill you in. This guy lives in this RV, which he built the inside of it basically. It's like a carpenter. He has a friend helping him. And somewhere I wrote down in my notes what the guy's name is. Billy. Billy's helping him build it out. They put cabinets. It's all stuff he buys from a Goodwill store. And it's like things you get at Home Depot he's using to build out this bus. Yeah, he put in a kitchen counter. He has cabinets in it. He put in like a shower. The thing of it is, though, like, they kind of put wood around where the bus windows are. Yeah. So they have it like framed out, but it's still the bus windows there. So by his kitchen cabinets or his counter, you can see the bus windows, which will let light in and stuff. That's nice, but those windows suck. They are aluminum windows that have I think they just have one thin pane of glass. So I don't know if he did anything to help insulate them better, but I don't know. That's not going to hold the heat in well. If you want to live in that thing, man, those windows will let the heat right out. I got to see his setup, what he's heating this thing with. I did not see that. I watched a full video, one of his latest vids, and I also saw one with his girlfriend, and it was about the cats, his cat's DNA. Yes, did I mention he has 4 cats that he's living with in the damn RV bus? Man, to make matters worse, I really don't get these guys. I used to watch guys that lived on a boat. This guy Zoffinger, Marty Zoffinger, he was a big kayak fisher, and he had a boat that he was living on at one time. He has a channel on YouTube. He still does kayaking and stuff. I think he got some kind of a trailer to live in, though. He had enough. But to make matters worse, what do? They get pets. Marty had 2 huge dogs he was living with. Man, if you're going to do the nomadic life, you're going to be in tight quarters. I really don't know how you have 4 cats in that bus. Those cat boxes, the litter boxes, they're going to stink. How are you going to do that? You're going to keep it smelling good with 4 cats in there? Man, and a lot of times those cats will take a leak. Yeah. They'll have an accident or they'll pee on something, and then it's really going to smell bad. Jeez Louise. One of my friends, he came over, to my place, and we go out. When my boat was running, I'm gonna get it going. He was gonna come out in the boat, and they came over to visit a few days before we were gonna do a boat run. I had my stuff ready. I had a duffel bag with all the stuff I'm bringing out in the boat, right? And he had a little dog. He brings the dog over to my place. The second he puts the dog down on the floor, the dog makes a beeline right over to my duffel bag. He raises his leg, and pees on my duffel bag. You believe that? And then my friend's got the nerve to ask me, he's like, yo, I'm going to bring my dog in your boat. Can I bring my dog on the boat? I'm like, no. No way. The dog's going to pee right in the carpeting on the boat and stuff, and then it's going to make it nasty. That cabin on the boat is so tiny. I enjoy it. Doing solo boating, or if I bring Leslie, fine. I wouldn't want to have any more people staying on that boat. It's very tight quarters. You guys are going to see when I do it. But I can only imagine living on that bus with the cats. Man, I don't even know how you do it. Febreze. Maybe you got to have some. I don't even get it. That's going to smell great. So, yeah, this guy Tater, he's a character. He has Bucky's pajamas, believe it or not, that he's wearing. The entire thing goes over his head. It's like a hooded pajama. Probably also the other thing is I might keep him warm because this thing, who knows how cold it is. I'm trying to heat this thing. But yeah, he wears a set of Bucky's pajamas. He's been living in Mississippi. He has a lot more subscribers than Tim. 241,000 subscribers. And his videos get like 20,000 views, maybe more than 20,000. He doesn't put a video out every day, though, like Tim. He doesn't put out so many. But the ones he does put out get a lot of views. I believe he said in a few days he was going to be headed to Texas. I'll check if he put anything else out. I'll keep you guys posted on him. I'm curious how that bus is going to do if he films it. He should. He should film the ride and show what it's doing, how it cruises. Oh, it also, I believe it is a diesel bus, so maybe they put a better engine in. That bus I was talking about, that thing, my friend who's the mechanic, he said it was a gasoline-powered school bus. Maybe the diesel is better. Maybe that thing's got a bigger engine. I think the engine's in the back of the bus on Tater's. The other thing is putting in all this like lumber and everything, like Home Depot style. I don't know how safe that is. If you get in an accident with that bus, forget it. Because you got big planks of wood that, like the stuff in a car, it's designed to like crumble when you have an accident or crush zones. The wood could become like a projectile. It can like fly. Yeah, it's not really DOT. Not the best idea, really. I think the RVs, like the ones built like Winnebagos and stuff, they have to keep that in mind when they build it. They have to keep it so that it's safe in case something crazy happens. Yeah, in case you get in an accident. It's making that noise. Oh, I think it's one of my printers. I'm freaked out. I know this place might have some ghosts around. Man, and it's raining out tonight. There may be some thunder out there. Oh, I just finished up. I was working on the bends, doing that body panel where the crease was. You're going to see it. I'll put it up in the short section. Yeah, I had to run out there and put all the tools away. It started raining. It sucked. Yeah, the weather in New York is nasty now. It's not good, guys. It's either feast or famine. It's too damn hot in the Caribbean. When I was on the cruise the other week, couldn't enjoy it. And now I got the opposite problem in New York. Unbelievable. It's getting so cold out there now. You go out at night to try to, if you want to do anything in the evening, your hands like freeze up. and it gets dark so damn early. I'm talking it's like nighttime at like 5:30 or 5 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. And I have to step it up and get on an earlier schedule probably. So, yeah, I wonder about how safe is it to put all that lumber in that bus? You know, let's hope nothing bad happens here. Okay, so he has a girlfriend by the name of Diana, I believe. They both Eric Tater, he's one guy, Eric, and his nickname Tater, and Diana, they're both short. They're fairly short. That's what I've observed. Which is probably good if you're living in a confined area like that. Let's see. I don't know if his friend Billy, I don't think he's going to be traveling with them. He's like the guy building it out, the carpenter guy. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, Tater didn't really know much about the block heater, or it doesn't sound like he knows how diesels work. He said the block heater heated up the oil. That's not true. It's not true. The block heater goes in the coolant jacket on the engine. You know where they have like freeze plugs on an engine? Yeah, they're like little steel plates that are plugs that are pushed in. And the idea is if the coolant froze, if you didn't have the right coolant in there, the freeze plug would be pushed out if it iced up, if it turned to ice. Yeah, but you can also take one of these freeze plugs out and that's where the block heater goes, and it heats up the coolant. That's what it does, your engine coolant. Some of them are bad because the heating element will actually kind of boil the coolant. I don't know how good that is. I mean, I have one in the Benz, I have one in the van. You really, Tater mentioned minus 15 degrees, you have to use the block heater. I assume he's talking Fahrenheit. Yeah, I would assume he means Fahrenheit. He's in the United States. He's not a European guy, I don't think. I would disagree with that. If it's cold out, I say around 25 degrees. 25 degrees Fahrenheit. If it gets down to that, I would definitely plug the block heater in. And the powerful one, he had one that it uses like 800 watts. Yeah, if you let that run for like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, you're good. You don't need to really leave it on overnight. That's a waste of electricity. Yeah, 2 or 3 hours. You could put it on one of those little timers you get at Home Depot for like Christmas lights. Set the time and then have it come on a couple hours before you're ready to start the engine. Yeah, then once you start the engine, you don't need it. But yeah, 25 degrees, I would say, is a good number. That's when I would be using it because it's not good for these diesels or any engine really. The gas too. Well, the gas ones have very thin engine oil. The diesels use thicker oil, so it's better to preheat the whole engine. It does make the oil warmer because the whole engine block gets warmer. The oil's sitting in the bottom of the oil pan, but once it starts pumping around through the warm block, it will help it flow better. Let's see what else is going on here. Did I cover it? Yeah. So I don't know. The bus is almost finished. I don't think it's fully finished. He's still trying to put more cabinets and different things. And he did something very weird too. He used a door from like a house where, you know, that the bus has that door where the driver has that thing, the handle, and it opens like this. he took that out and he put like a house door with a doorknob. Then he cut a hole and he made his own window in that door because I guess he couldn't see out it. I guess it helps to be able to see out probably when you're driving. Otherwise, you got like tunnel vision. There are mirrors usually in the front of those buses, but you know, all the school buses and the ones that are being used for transportation, they usually have more windows around where the driver is. Even the RVs, I think they have like a side view windows. So, yeah, again, is that DOT approved at that door? I don't know. Hopefully this thing holds together and all this carpentry, and you're building it like you're working on a house, and then you decide to run it at 60 miles an hour or whatnot down the highway. Who knows what's going to happen? So we'll see. I'll look for his new video when that comes out. Now, what's tonight? Saturday night? Yeah. Might check out what the creature feature is. They've been pretty lame lately, though. Man. Oh, that Hangar 18. I could watch that. Finish that thing. Darren McGavin. I started watching the beginning of it, but I had to split because I have so much stuff to do. It looked good. The start of it looked pretty good, but you know, it was made in 1980, so I don't know about how good the graphics and how realistic that this thing's gonna come out. So yeah, that's basically what's going on here, guys. What else? I'm trying to think what else is happening. Yeah, I'll show you the car repair. Now, I think it's doing good, but I got to do one. I got to change the color of this little lower panel. It's not quite right yet. And it rains, so it depends what's going on tomorrow if I can do this. If I got the garage cleaned out, I could actually work in a garage. Imagine that. I wish I had a huge shop. That would be great. But I need like a big building that you can have plenty of room in. Not on Long Island. The space is a premium. People rent these storage units. Around here, I think Tim's got one of them. I think he rents one. He's mentioned it's probably expensive in Florida too, because you got all those people living in the trailer parks in Bradenton. There's so many trailers around. Everyone gonna need storage. On Long Island, though, it's ridiculous. I checked into, you can rent a unit that's like, it's like a small garage, a single car garage, right? No climate control with a sliding door. This was before, what the heck was this? Like 2020, around there, 2021. It cost $600 a month for the damn rent. And then they had one that's like almost the size of like a closet in a house. The one that's the closet size storage unit, they wanted like $288 a month for the rent. Man, how much? Here's the problem. What are you storing that's so damn valuable? If you have junk to store and you're paying that much money, you imagine that? Even if you have like a car you want to store, that's hard to stomach, that number, $600 a month. In 1 year, you're going to pay $7,200. Yeah. I mean, that's not even climate controlled. So, okay, yeah, you got to love Long Island, right? Man, is it expensive around here. I don't know how you do it. You got all these guys, they're like living in McMansions, and they hire landscapers They're driving a Mick car around, some kind of thing on payments, and they go into the city. That's what the deal is. They work in the city. But that's, man, talk about a tough schedule. You're getting up every day at like 5 a.m. and you don't get home until after 7 o'clock at night doing that. It's bad. I don't know how they even do it. Yeah. This is definitely not a Caribbean island. It's not laid back here. No, man. No way. This damn island, it's like Heart Attack Island. Yeah, everyone and their brother. It's like a rat race around here. The Joneses. There's so much competition. Yeah, everyone driving a brand new car around. I pull up in my car, and they're like looking at me, like, what the heck? That car is so old, I don't even know if that would run. Yeah, believe that? Even the immigrants have like better cars than me. They're like, Senor, your car is very old, senor. What's going on? I just got to this country last year and I'm driving this new Nissan. So anyways, yeah, I hope everyone has a great, this will be Sunday morning by the time this posts probably. It's getting to that time. Hope everyone has a great Sunday. Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out what's happening with these two channels now. Nomadic Fanatic and Sarasota. Sour Scrotum, Braden, Tucky. He's coming to you from. We'll keep an eye on both these channels. If cool stuff happens or notable stuff, I'll be talking about it. This is your friend, New York Dan. Hit the thumbs up. I should have said that earlier in the video now. No one's going to have time to do it. Yeah. And maybe my birds. You'll be seeing some birds soon on the channel too. Yeah. All right, guys. Hope everyone's staying warm. I got to see. Maybe I'll fire that boiler. We'll see. Definitely. Oh, yeah. Get yourself a carbon monoxide detector. You saw on the cruise. That's one of my advice. Bring one on the cruise with you. Yeah. You never know. If you're running an oil-fired a boiler or whatever heat you have in your house, gas, have that hand. Even, you know what? I wonder if Sarasota has one of these. He really should. He has a furnace in the trailer that runs on propane. That's a must. Yeah, you should always have that if you, especially where you sleep. If you have a combustion going on, yeah, you never know. You don't want to, because if you're asleep and there's some problem, you might not even know it until it's too late. On Long Island, believe it or not, there was a couple that they had a power boat like mine, and it had a generator on it. I guess they were running the generator probably to keep it, if they have air conditioning, because it gets very hot here, make no mistake. They were over by the ocean beaches on the south shore of Long Island, and they were sleeping on the boat, and they both died. Carbon monoxide, yeah, from the generator. It must have had a faulty exhaust or something. But yeah, you could get it right at Home Depot for like $10 or something. Get the damn CO detector. Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you soon. This is your friend, New York Dan, over and out.